Mabuhay everyone. So today I will going to discuss the effects of nanoscience and nanotechnology to agriculture, nanotechnology in agriculture. Nanotechnology application to the agricultural industry may impact society and community. Engineered nanoparticles serve as nanocarriers, which may contain genes, herbicides, or even chemical plant parts to release target content. Released nanocapsules containing herbicides effectively penetrate through plant tissues to release active substances. Nano-encapsulated release of fertilizers help save fertilizer consumption. This process can help minimize environmental mental pollution, which is very efficient in precision farming. These developments in nanotechnology applied in agriculture provide promising opportunities. So, nanotechnology is making farming smarter and more efficient. Tiny particles help plants absorb nutrients better, reducing fertilizer waste and pollution. It also improves pest control by delivering pesticides directly to pests, minimizing chemical use and protecting the environment. So overall, it helps farmers grow healthier crops while using fewer resources. So imagine nanocarrier. So when we say nanocarrier, amo ni siya ang gagmay nga mga tiny particles nga hindi ta makita nga nagadala sa fertilizers, herbicides or even genes diretso sa tanom. So they are like little delivery trucks but on nanoscale. So they go straight to where they needed, which help farmers use fewer chemicals, save money, and reduces pollution. This especially help this is especially helpful in precision farming, where every drop counts. So instead of wasting fertilizers that get washed away, nanocapsules release nutrients slowly so the plants get the most benefit with less waste. The same goes for pesticides. Nanotechnology allows them to target pests more precisely, reducing the amount of chemicals used and keeping the environment. So green nanotechnology means using nanotech in ways that protect the environment. It includes designing materials that are safe for humans and Earth, using less energy and using renewable sources. Think of it as clean tech at the non-scale, like creating products that do their job without causing harm. We even consider how these products affect the planet throughout their entire life, from creation to disposal. So examples is the eco-friendly batteries. So nanotechnology is being used to create batteries that last longer, charge faster, and use non-toxic materials, reducing electronic waste. And second is the water purification. So special nanomaterials help remove pollutants and bacteria from water, making it cleaner and safer to drink without using too many chemicals. So next is green nanotechnology. So this is about using nanotechnology to sustain the environment as process as performed. It also refers to the use of products of nanotechnology not only to ensure sustainability but also to create nanoproducts to promote sustainability. This is why green nanotechnology is considered as the development of clean technologies. In order to mitigate the impact of nanotechnology products not only to the environment but also to human health, this is done through utilization of alternative energy systems, green chemistry, and green engineering to develop nanomaterials and products with no toxic ingredients, less energy, and renewable materials. Green nanotechnology ensures that negative effects are anticipated during the full life cycle of products. So, about using tiny but powerful technology in a way that helps the environment, it focuses on making products that are safe, sustainable, and less harmful to nature. Instead of creating pollution or using toxic chemicals, scientists develop eco-friendly and energy-efficient processes. So next is nanoelectronics. So nanoelectronics refer to the use of nanotechnology in electronic components. This refers to a variety of devices and materials on a nanoscale. Atomic interactions and quantum mechanical properties make the workings on these devices possible. So its dimensions range between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Beneficial as it is, nanoelectronics can reduce power consumption on electronic devices and allow the increase of capacity of memory chips. Further advancement in nanoelectronics can accelerate the process of fabricating revolutionary devices and materials. So nanoelectronics is about making electronic devices smaller, faster, and more efficient using nanotechnology. So this is where nanotechnology meets electronics. So devices like smartphones and computers become smaller, faster, and more energy efficient using nano-sized components. So these parts are just so small, just like a few nanometers, that they can use to quantum mechanics to function. So this means we can store more data, use less power, and build even more advanced technology. So next is nanotechnology in welfare. So the application of nanotechnology in the field of warfare made greater advancement in weaponization. So nanoweapons through nanotechnology are used to produce small hyperreactive explosive and small robotic machines. Defense military apparatus were developed to become lightweight and durable while enhancing offensive strategy. So nanotechnology, as it is being utilized for the advancement of warfare, comes with greater threat to international peace. So these developments raised issues and discussions related to the impacts of such developments on geopolitics and the environment and ethics. So nanotechnology in welfare improves weapons and defense systems by making explosive more powerful military gear, gear lighter yet stronger robots, smarter for combat and surveillance. So examples is the bulletproof nano armor. So soldiers' uniforms could be made from bulletproof nanomaterials that are super light but strong. And self-repairing weapons. So some materials heal themselves when damaged, so it making the weapon last longer. And the nano drones or the tiny flying robots could be used for surveillance or for delivering attacks in dangerous areas. So while nanotechnology makes warfare more advanced, it also raises concerns about peace and security. So if powerful weapons fall into the wrong hands, they could cause global conflict.